Magandang araw, ako nga pala si Socially Awkward VA at ngayong araw pag-uusapan natin yung step by step kung paano ka magiging VA from scratch. And this is a no BS guide. Kung zero experience ka, wala kang portfolio at confused ka kung saan ka magsisimula, ito yung exact guide na kailangan mo. Wala akong ibebenta sa inyo at literal na i-explain ko lang yung step by step na kailangan yung gawin para maging isang VA. So, ayun, step number one, choose your starting path. So, pumili ka kung ano yung path na gusto mong i-take as a virtual assistant. So, kailangan pumili ka ng niche na gusto mo or niche na interested ka or maybe niche na meron ka ng experience previously. So, ito yung mga examples na pwede mong piliin. Pwede kang maging isang admin VA, pwede kang maging customer support VA, pwede maging social media VA, real estate VA, accounting VA, o kahit ano pa man niche yan o kahit anong field yung meron kang experience. Yung pinakaunang step na kailangan mong gawin is kailangan mong pumili ng niche or ng starting path na gusto mong i-pursue. And don't try to learn everything. Just start with one thing and just start with one niche and one path. So, yung problema kasi sa ibang mga nagsisimula pa lang is hindi sila makapag-focus sa isang niche or sa isang path lang, and napakarami nilang niche na gustong pasukan, napakaraming role na gustong pasukan. Pero when you're just starting out, especially if wala ka pang experience being a virtual assistant, so you need to simplify things. So, dapat pumili ka lang muna ng isang niche na pagfo-focusan mo talaga, na dun mo igugugol yung full focus and full effort mo. Dahil 'pag ginawa mo yon is mas malaki yung chance mo na mas mabilis kang makakuha ng mga client or ng, trabaho and maybe later on gusto mo mag-expand ng niche or gusto mo pang um, mas lumaki yung market mo, you can do that. Pero when you're just starting out pa lang, what you need to do is just focus on one thing, focus on one path, and just go all in. So, pumili ka ng isang niche na magiging consistent ka. So, ikaw nang bahala mag-research kung anong niche yung gusto mong pasukan. And much better kung meron kang experience sa isang niche, is ayun muna yung piliin mo para meron ka ng background and pwede mong pagmalaki or ma-brag yung experience mo. Step number 2 naman tayo, dapat meron kang basic skills. And yung mga minimum skills na dapat meron ka, regardless kung may experience ka na or no experience at all, is first, dapat marunong ka ng email handling. So, mag-handle ka ng email for yourself, of course, and then your client. And then, merong mga client na ikaw mismo yung pinag-handle nila ng email nila. So, you need to know how to do email handling. So, if kailangan mong um, i-mark yung certain emails or mark it as important, dapat marunong ka kung ano yung dapat gawin mo sa mga email, or kung dapat bang i-forward mo to sa boss mo, or is this something that you can do, or is this email unnecessary, dapat mo ba siyang i-delete na lang if promotions lang naman or something. So you need to know email handling. And number 2, you need to know basic Google Docs and Google Sheets. So, dapat marunong kang gumamit ng Google Sheets and Google Docs, Microsoft Excel, or something related to that, dahil if you're working as a VA, most of the time is, or depende sa client mo, is gagamit ka talaga ng Google Sheets and Google Docs. And number 3 is communication. So, dapat marunong ka makipag-communicate sa client mo in a clear way. Makipag-communicate na hindi kayong may mahihirapan na maintindihan yung isa't isa. So that's something you can just, of course, learn online as well. Dahil, dahil marami namang mga YouTube videos na magtuturo sa'yo kung paano ka makikipag-communicate with your client and how you can position yourself or your messages on certain situations. And also of course, if meron kang discovery call or interview, is dapat marunong ka mag-communicate or ma-layout um, kung ano yung result na pwede mong mabigay sa client mo. Fourth is basic research. Dapat marunong kang mag-research ng basic things, or you know how to find certain things na yung tipong pag may binigay sa yung tasks yung client mo is siya agad yung tinatanong mo agad siya ng clarifications about the task, pero hindi ka muna gumagawa ng own investigation mo, kasi baka yung tanong mo is pwede mo lang siya mahanap on Google or YouTube. So, meron kasing mga client na gusto nila na parang independent ka, na pag binigyan ka ng task is ikaw ng bahala. And I mean, it's not wrong naman to question or to ask your client on specific tasks, especially if medyo confusing yung instructions nila or para sa iyo is hindi clear. Hindi masamang magtanong, pero ang kailangan mo munang gawin is kailangan mo munang mag-research, maging independent, mag-research on Google or YouTube. And if wala ka talaga mahanap na sagot sa tanong mo, then that's the time that you ask your client. And hindi mo kailangang maging perfect, kailangan mo lang maging capable, of course, to be a VA. Step number 3, create a simple profile. So, gumawa ka ng mga profile mo on online websites like onlinejobs.ph, Upwork, Hubstaff, Hubstaff ata yun, basta. Mag-apply ka sa iba't ibang, or gumawa ka ng mga profile mo sa iba't ibang mga website. And then, you need to have a clear title for yourself. So, lagay mo dun kung anong klaseng VA ka, admin VA, accounting VA. And then, it's better if meron kang recorded na short introduction for yourself. If you want to do that, dahil siyempre plus points din yun sa iba. Pwede naman na one time na introduction yung gagawin mo. And then you need to list your skills. So, ililista mo yung skills mo on certain websites. So, hindi na kailangan ng fancy designs. Kailangan lang maging clear kung ano ka and ano yung ino-offer mo. Step number 4, application strategies. So, karamihan yung mga ginagawang mali ng mga beginners is yung number or volume of applications nila sa araw-araw or sa isang araw is napakaunti lang. Let's say nagsasubmit lang sila ng 5 to 10 applications per day, tapos copy paste lang yung mga cover letters nila. Pero yung dapat mo talagang gawin, especially now na medyo mataas na din yung competition natin, not only with Filipinos, syempre meron ding mga iba na taga-ibang bansa like India or Pakistan. So, meron din kumukuha ng mga VAs from those countries. So, ang dapat mong gawin is yung daily applications mo is dapat may volume ka na tina-target sa isang araw. I would say a minimum of 60 applications per day dapat yung submit mo. So, yung nagsisimula ako, minimum of 60 applications per day talaga yung sinasubmit ko. And I think ayun din yung dapat mong gawin. Dapat mong malaman na volume na yung labanan ngayon. Especially na madami ring nag-a-apply. Especially pag sikat yung website na pinag-a-applyan mo. So, dati sa akin, minimum of 60 applications yung ginagawa ko dati. So, I think you should do that as well. Dapat minimum of 60 applications per day. Pero if you can do more than that, then that will be better and mas mapapabilis yung pagkuha mo ng client. Step number 5 naman tayo, be consistent so you can get your first client. So, dapat maging consistent ka sa pag-a-apply araw-araw. Dapat maging consistent ka dun sa rule na 60 applications per day yung dapat i-submit mo. Apply consistently every day and mag-respond ka sa respond fast sa mga messages sa'yo on different websites and also sa email mo, and maging flexible ka on entry level tasks. Getting your first client naman is not about being the best, but it's about being available and being consistent. So, ayun na yun. Bali, itong tutorial na to is hindi to instant success and marami ka pang rejections na mga dadaanan, and also learning pace. Meron kang mga learning pace na daraanan. Pero kung gagawin mo to consistently, minimum of 60 applications per day, inevitable, eventually magkakaroon ka ng client. So, you just need to be consistent with it kahit wala ka nakikitang result. And gusto mo pa ng mga videos na related dito, or videos on how you can be a virtual assistant, you can subscribe to my channel. And ako nga pala ulit si Socially Awkward VA, and peace out.